Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. Somebody asked me, how did I feel about inflation? And I said, I don't talk behind people's back. That's just me. Now, that being said, for you guys that want to find the best credit cards to actually give you a loan, a 0% interest loan, I'm going to tell you the best credit cards to go after. Now, that being said, here's something that you do need to know. A lot of people online, they're touting about American Express, Chase, Bank of America, okay? And the thing about it is that with those type of credit cards and stuff like that, more likely they're not going to give you a 0% balance transfer. Okay, so that's the reason why I would tell you I would not go after those, especially like American Express. Now, here's the thing about it. I've told you guys, like with American Express, you can do you can go to Melio and you can go to plastic to liquidate. However, here's the thing about it. You have to be very careful with American Express because you can get a red flag. And so what that means is that, say that you liquidate that card, then what happens is that American Express will end up sending you out a notification or locking your card up saying that, hey, we want to do a financial review. Okay. And so that's when you have to produce the pay stubs and taxes and things of that nature before they can open the card back up. Now, I told you guys, even if you have the money, like if you get American Express Gold or Platinum card, right? And you have the money, say that you go out and spend $10,000 now, and then a week later you had the money to pay it off. If you do that multiple times, that will actually throw up a red flag for them, okay? And they'll lock up your card again until you actually produce those documentation to show proof of income and stuff when you actually apply for the card. So you have to be very careful with American Express, all right? Now, for us, Chase, again, Chase won't do a financial review in terms of if you liquidate the card or whatever. However, the thing about it, they don't give you convenience checks, right? So that's the reason why I tell you there's like certain financial institutions you should go to if you know that, hey, I want the card, but I want to be able to get access to the cash right away. Now, Discover, they are very good about giving you the credit card. Plus, they will give you convenience checks from time to time as well. All right. Now, I also know that like Barclays pulls TransUnion on all of their cards. Now, I would tell you the best credit card to get with Barclays, I would say, is the JetBlue card. The reason is because with the JetBlue card, when you liquidate that card, the JetBlue business card, when you liquidate that card, it doesn't show up on the personal or the business. All right. So when they send you those checks to liquidate it, it's okay to liquidate from them because, again, it's not going to hurt the business or the personal side. All right. Now, they pulled TransUnion. Now, here's the thing about it with Barclays. They are a stickler. So I would tell you, if you're trying to approach Barclays, I would say you better have at least a 690 or higher. To be safe, I would even go for saying like a 720 or higher with Barclays. But the JetBlue business card is one of the best cards that you can actually have in terms of leveraging and getting access to capital. All right. And I also would tell you like that Frontier card from Barclays. That's a good card too. So they'll give you 0% on balance transfers for that card as well. Now, my inside cards that I think would definitely give you the leverage that you're looking for, I would say US Bank. Okay. Now, here's the reason why. Whenever you get credit cards from US Bank, whether it's on the business side or personal side, they automatically send you out convenience checks, all right? And the good part about it, like their convenience checks, you're getting like 15 months or 21 months of 0% interest, Okay, this is why I tell you guys, it's not about it's not about the credit score in terms of what you're going after. It's about building a relationship with the banks, right? And so having the right relationship with the right institution, you'll be able to get access to more money. All right. Now, another one I would tell you, by the way, U.S. Bank, they use a FICO 9 scoring, okay? That's another reason that I would like them. Like I was talking about JetBlue, but they're FICO 8. So you want to be able to focus more on your FICO 9 scoring institutions to make it much easier, because if you have authorized users, rental payments, utility bills, you know, those are the top credit cards you want to go after, is the FICO 9, as well as like some of your Vantage score institutions. All right. Now, another one is Fidelity. Okay. Fidelity Investments. Now, here's the reason why. Fidelity Investment are notorious for giving out high limit credit cards. Okay. Now, the great part about it, it's a FICO 9 and they use Elon Financial. All right. So that's the sister to U.S. Bank. So say that you have multiple accounts with U.S. Bank and they don't want to give you any more credit cards, you can switch over and use Elon Financial and get cards. Now, again, with Fidelity, because I know that when you sign up with Fidelity, most of the time they're going to give you 10,000 plus with a credit card. Okay, that's on the business as well as the personal side. So that's the reason why that I like them. All right. So another institution is Wells Fargo. Okay. Now here's the key to Wells Fargo that people do not understand. With Wells Fargo, all right, they not only, like with their Wells Fargo Reflex card, it's 21 months, right? Now, here's the thing about it. With that 21 months, they're going to give you liquidation checks. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. Once they give you those liquidation checks, say that they only give you $15,000. You can call them up and say, hey, is it possible you can give me a little more money, right? Tell them that you may be doing a home renovation, or you're planning on taking a trip and you want to make sure that you have enough capital to work with, because you may be out there a month or two and you want to make sure that you cover your expenses. Something that they really understand that you're actually doing. All right. And so what they'll do, they will evaluate your situation. They'll evaluate your situation with a soft pull. All right. So by them doing that actual soft pull to see if you qualify, then that's what I would actually do with Wells Fargo. Now, again, Wells Fargo, they use a FICO 9 scoring. All right. Now, here's the thing about it with Wells Fargo on the business side. It's Experian scoring, right? With that, they only have one business card right now. Okay. The Simplify card, right? So that's the only business credit card they have. However, what you can do after 6 months, I always tell people wait at least 6 months. Now, another key with some of these institutions, especially if you want to get higher limits, all right, with the banks or whatever, make sure that you have an active checking account and a savings account. All right. Now, going back to Wells Fargo, so to help you out, understand, if they give you that simplified credit card, even if they only give you $5,000, use it, max it out. And the reason is, the more you use that card, all right, after 6 months, what you would put, they said most of the time, all right, most of the time, after 6 months or whatever, now you're putting yourself in a position where you can actually get their line of credit. Okay. So with the business line of credit, this here revolving line of credit goes up to $50,000 because they have two. All right. So they have two of those, and you want the one that all you need is a 680 credit score. Okay. That's the one that you want. That's the line of credit, the Advantage line of credit, $50,000. All right. Now, here's the thing about it. when you get that line of credit, they'll do an automatic increase on that as well. Not so much on the credit card. You would have to do an evaluation to get higher limits with the credit card. But with that line of credit, they'll do automatic evaluations of your file with your bank accounts and stuff. As with U.S. Bank. Now, like I was going back with U.S. Bank, they will do every 6 months. They're going to evaluate to give you higher limits of credit as well. And the good thing about both of those banks, you actually can have multiple corporations, all right, or LLCs. I like using corporations, but you can have multiple companies with each of those banks and be able to get qualified, all right? Now, another one is GM. Okay, so with GM, they use FICO 9 as well. Now, the thing on the business side, they use Equifax, all right? And usually, like with GM on the business side, if you don't have a high credit score, now high credit score, I would say about a 720, right? If you don't have this 720, then they usually want you to be in business at least 2 years. Okay, in order for them to qualify you for that business credit card. However, on the personal side, you can be brand new and you don't have to get a hard pull on that credit, right? So doing the credit hack, all right, because they're going to use TransUnion on the personal credit side, okay? So some people are not even aware of that. On the business side, they use Equifax for GM, and on the personal side, they use TransUnion FICO 9, all right? Now, here's one other hack I would tell you that most people don't know, is that if you have a Home Depot card, and let's say you may need some money, a couple $100 or $1,000 or whatever. If you have been approved for a Home Depot card, or a family member's been approved for a Home Depot card, and you need some money to pay some rent or something like that, you actually can use your Home Depot card and go and get some Visa and MasterCard gift cards. But just keep in mind, when you do that, you have to make an actual purchase, like buying some toiletries or something that you know that's necessary that you're going to use, and then you grab your Visa gift cards and they'll count it all as a purchase, but instead of doing it as a cash transaction, because if they do it as a cash transaction, what it ends up happening, they'll end up locking up your card, okay? So that's the reason why you can't just go in there and start grabbing cards like that. Now, here's one other secret. If you're still watching this video, here's one other secret that I don't tell too many people about, and that's like with the seeding account, right? Now, seeding account is a net 30. However, this is something that seeding does that Granger doesn't have, Uline doesn't have, okay, because we're familiar with that. One of the things that they have that Seton has, that Granger and Uline, they have gift cards, okay? So that means like whatever limit you get qualified for with Seton and stuff like that, they actually have Visa and MasterCard gift cards that you can actually use your line of credit to buy gift cards through, right? So if you guys have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.